Hey guys, what is going on? Hooksley here, and today we have a revamp of a previous tier list that we already did. A couple weeks ago, honestly, almost a month ago, we did an Outlast Trials rig tier list, but obviously that was before all of the reworks that came to the rigs. That was before the X-ray rework, that was before the barricade rework, and overall, this is just a revamp of where I think all of the rigs go when it comes to power level, how useful they are. This is coming from a guy that's played since the beta, so I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on where I think everything should go and what you guys should be using in each trial. If you guys wouldn't mind dropping a like on the video or hitting that subscribe button, we're on the road to 100 subscribers. Or if you guys want to check me out on Twitch, it would really help me out in the long run. And we're gonna start ranking, man. We're gonna start ranking. So we're gonna start off with the first one. Okay. Obviously, stun rig, super useful. It's not really much to talk about this. The stun rig is just an all-around reliable rig. Not a super long cooldown compared to the mine, but it is really it's one of the it's like top 3 in the game. It's very good. Honestly, yeah, I would say top 3, top 4 in the game, probably, because the other rigs that got reworked are straight up monsters, but. Overall, this is probably the first rig you will ever use. It's an all-around, all-reliable, super simple to understand rig. You basically throw it at someone, stuns them for a good amount of time, and yeah, super simple. Do I bring this often? Sometimes, but most of the time I normally bring something else because bricks and bottles kind of do its job as well, especially if you can hold like a bunch of bricks at a time. But overall, for the early game, if you learning the game, you picking up everything, it's a really good early game, new player rig. So I definitely do recommend it. The mine. Now, if this was back then, when the game first came out, the rig would be an S tier. The mine was disgusting. It was not on a super low cooldown a long time ago. It was super fast to place. It was a monster. You would bring this over the stun any day of the week. But I would say for right now, it's B. It's useful on a good amount of trials. Especially a lot of trials where you have to push something to like a certain spot. But overall, this isn't really the best rig in the game. I would say it's not the worst either. It's definitely up there. But I think as of right now, it is the second worst rig in the game. Which brings us to our next one. The heal rig. Now, in my opinion, I think it's fine. There's nothing really special about it. I think the heal rig it's good. It's got a lot of good stuff that it could do. But honestly, I would not mind seeing a rework in the future. It just kind of doesn't really do enough to make me bring that over a bunch of other stuff in the game. Like, you can find medicine in the trial, bandages. Obviously, it has a passive where if you activate it, it gets rid of psychosis. But a lot of games, I'm not really getting into psychosis to begin with. So I just feel like it needs a new secondary passive, kind of like where the landmine, where if it blows up, it gives you adrenaline for a little bit, it gives you extra stamina. Same thing with the stun, and so on and so forth. Like the jammer gives you a self revive. It just needs to do something else. The heal rig needs to do something else, which is why I'm gonna have to put it there. See, the best part about this tier list, though, there is not a rig that is in D tier. I would say there is no useless rig in this game, which is good. That's honestly fantastic to see. X-ray, the most busted thing in the game. This thing is disgusting. It recharges super fast. It shows you enemies. It shows you objective items. It shows you healing items. It shows you everything. And it recharges over time on a pretty decent cooldown. It comes back so fast. You infinitely have this. Like, information is always good in this game. And like I said, you could just use bricks and bottles if you want to stun people. You don't always have to bring the stun rig. But after the rework, I would say before the rework, the X-ray was like A tier. Now, I would say it's the best rig in the game. It's up there, right? It's the second best rig in the game. Right next to the jammer, of course. The jammer is the greatest rig in the game that Red Barrels has ever blessed us with. Like it's unstoppable. It has a self revive. You could stun enemies with it. You could open locked doors with it. You can open gates that close on you with it. You can revive teammates with it. It's ridiculous. You could hack anything in the map. Like, it has self-peel, like I said before. It stuns enemies. It has everything, and it changes their roaming path. It's so good. I don't think there will ever be, unless if they release another rig that's somehow more busted than the jammer. I feel like you should be running the jammer every single trial, especially on escalation / high escalation therapy. 100%. It's disgusting. And now for the barricade. In my opinion, barricade is going here. This is gonna be a super hot take. Ready? Boom. Boom. Oh. Yep. Sue me, bro. I think the barricade before the rework, you got one charge. You could barricade one door at a time. Now, you get 3. Which, I know what you're saying. You're like, oh, Huxley, you're crazy. Why would you put that above the stun rig? The stun rig's always useful. You, most of the time, will never have 0 barricades in your loadout. After the rework, you will probably, at most, have no less than, like, 1. Like, you will always have 1 in your loadout. For the stun, one-time use, and I have to wait, I think, like, 2.5 minutes. Which is a pretty hefty time. Because I think the mine is 300 seconds. Or no, I forgot how long the mine was, but like I said, the cooldown on the stun is not super long, but it is decently long. I just rather have the barricade. There are so many good instances where 3 barricades that are hard to break from enemies are so good. You could revive a teammate on the other side. You could block them. You block enemies while you're doing an objective, while you're doing a little control panel, like when you're powering up a generator. There's so many trials where this shines on, and I am very glad to see it good, because obviously before the rework, it was useless. It was really bad. So I gotta give a shout out to Red Barrels, man. Red Barrels is killing it with their balance department. Like, give these guys a raise. But this is definitely my opinion, so don't flame me down in the comments if you disagree. But I would love to hear your guys' opinion down there, so if you guys want to type, I'll definitely respond. I respond to everybody. So, yeah. Without further ado, if you guys want to come and watch me play Outlast or Dead by Daylight, I always stream on Twitch. It will be in the About section of this video. And yeah, let's try to hit 100 subscribers, guys. Be sure to drop a like on the video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys.